Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. All right, overall for the reading, we have, ooh la la, Nine of Pentacles. I like it. We have thinking about success or some sort of actual success. Nine of Pentacles, it has to do with like work, money, accomplishment, something that you've done. It's not the full thing. You're not done with it. You didn't finish it, but you have really achieved something. So I was just talking about this card in a personal reading. It's the Widow Clicquot card. It's, she basically saved the entire champagne industry in France long ago. And she, so she accomplished quite a bit, a very amazing biography. So this is about accomplishments. This is a little bit of a solo vibe, what you're doing by yourself, your own career, your own accomplishments, what you've done, what you've accomplished, all of that, like that kind of thing. That's what we're talking about here, is really focused on that. There's something that you really love about that. Maybe part of it had to do with communication in some kind of way. I mean, obviously it has to do with communication. Everything does. So there was a sense too of, there is a sense here of putting delayed gratification is what I want to say. Delayed gratification has been part of this process. All right. So also, I should tell you that over on Vimeo, we are doing extendeds, and the extendeds are I Ching, and it's been really fun. I've done I Ching for like 20 years, and it's been fun to integrate the two with some Oracle deck cards. So I've been really enjoying those and having a great time. So if you want to, you can join me over there. All right, let's get going with this reading. Past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. Oh, really? Okay, but also I should say that these are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your other major placements if you want. All right. In the recent past, we have King of Cups. We have someone here with a lot of emotional maturity. This could be you, or this could be somebody else. Sometimes this reminds me of a therapist or someone that's, been through their own dark night of the soul and knows how to handle themselves, and also can show you a few things. So this King of Pentacles, or King of Cups, King of Pentacles, we have a lot of Pentacles. Oh my, this could be very much a work money reading here. Oh my goodness, I wonder how I'm going to deal with that one. But this could be very much a work-related, money-related, time-related, health-related, physical. This is a very physical reading here. So, but in the recent past, a lot of emotional maturity was required. Maybe some really deep emotions, really big feelings coming in here. He always looks like he's going to cry, and that he's just, which I love. I love a crying man. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be a woman as well. Oh, but he shows up here. Oh, he's so mature. Oh, oh my goodness. I like this man a lot. So there's like communication maybe, but he's very careful about what he communicates. He's very careful about that. He doesn't want to blow anything off course. He doesn't blow up. He understands the effect of his words. And so what you see is something that's very temperate. Oh, this is really interesting. This sailing ship, he knows how to handle communicating about important big things. And when to hold back and when to give full expression. But one thing we do know is that there are depths to this person. They're just really emotionally mature. You're looking at the top of my head. I'm sorry. They're a very emotionally mature person. I really like this person. They're cool. They're good. They're a good person to have in your life. Yeah, cool person. All right. In your current situation, you have Knight of Pentacles. We have a lot of people here, honestly. Well, no, we don't. we just have two people. Knight of Pentacles. So things are going very slowly. Well, this person may be a bit of a sailboat. They may be able to go with the flow, but we've got some brakes being applied at this point. This oak horse, the Knight of Pentacles, rarely moves, doesn't say much, very quiet, thinks a lot about the future. And the oak tree, right? The oak tree grows very, very slowly. So there might be plans, some sort of getting things in order, being very orderly, very cautious. There's no moving forward though. This is an oak tree horse. This horse is rooted. This horse is staying right where they're at. And sure, things can grow, but they'll be growing at their own pace, and it's not the pace. Just like stasis and stability here. Very stable situation. We've got this emotionally stable King of Cups, been through the ringer, knows how to handle himself. Maybe has like a great, consistent meditation practice they don't necessarily tell everybody about, but it's there. They have their tools. But this Knight of Pentacles, someone's not really talking about anything. It's not mutual. It's just there's plans, but there's no movement. There's not really possibly even discussion or even plans on paper or even talking about plans. There's plans, but no movement whatsoever. What's on your mind? Your hopes, your fears. Two of Pentacles. You might be juggling a lot. Two of Pentacles can mean some sort of overlap of like work where there's like, you have one job and then you get the other job. You have like some 2-week overlap where you have to do both of them, or it can just be like a lot on your plate, trying to juggle a lot of things. So this is what's on your mind, trying to juggle a lot of things. You might be feeling a little strained, a little stressed. This can be negotiations. You might be thinking about a negotiation coming up or something like that. This is like, I want to say this King of Cups can also be like an advisor, a teacher, someone that's a little further along. Like, I don't know what I think of us as, but kings can be a little further along the path than we are. Every aspect of our life, we are both teaching and learning, right? So this is someone that you can learn from. If it's not you, you may have been a teacher, you may have been the therapist, but this is someone that you can learn from. And but this person is not going to give unsolicited advice, because unsolicited advice is, the underlying message is, I could run your life better than you can. If it were me in that situation, I'd be doing a better job. I know that's not always the intent, but that can be the subconscious or the underlying message that's given with unsolicited advice. I'm telling you, this King of Cups is not going to give you unsolicited advice. He's going to, if you want to know how he does what he does or how she does what they do, you're going to have to ask. It doesn't look like anybody's asking, but Two of Pentacles. So we've got just a lot on your plate, and this is like a fear. Maybe you're worried about being overwhelmed by something, or worried about negotiating, worried about balancing. You're worried about balancing things, being put in a precarious situation. This is something you're worried about. You're like, or maybe you're hopeful. You're hopeful that your plate's going to be a little full, but you might be a little worried about everything you have to do, everything that has to get done. What's at issue here is Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is very fascinating in such a pentacle-heavy reading. We do not have a new beginning. Oh, maybe you're hoping for the new beginning, right? You're hoping for the other job to start so that you might have a little more to do. Or you could be worried about it. But if you're worried about it, don't worry about it. It's not happening. There's something that's not happening. It may have been planned for. It may have been expected. It may have been something that's been worked really hard for. Something that was expected. Seeds that were planted that did not germinate, were not viable, did not come up. There's something I want to say non-viable. There's a non-viable job or something's just not showing up. This could be a check not showing up, or something where the work's already been done, but the payoff isn't there, or it's not showing up in reality. Like, the plans were made, right? These two together is like nothing's actually happening. Thinking about it, planning it, not actually, this is in reverse, so not actually happening. It almost feels a little ingrown too, like something is so much being suppressed that it's creating like a health issue, or it's creating some sort of issue down here. So these are like, hopefully I'm not like alarming you or anything. These are things that they're just ways to describe what's happening or what's not happening, or maybe it is like something you need to be aware of, that something's not actually happening in reality. Because we have this Knight of Pentacles, which does not move forward, or if it does, it's so slow, it's almost imperceptible. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles, where in reverse, which is not a new beginning. It's not, there's nothing coming out. There's nothing coming up. There's nothing coming. And if it keeps growing, or sometimes, you know, when you keep planning something and nothing happens, it never happens, it can start to, this like sense of disappointment and frustration with the world and with yourself can really start to get in there, sort of infect you a little bit. So in your environment, 10 of Cups, someone's really happy. I wanted to see this as like, this has to do with the King of Cups. Somebody's happy. Somebody's happy together. There's usually there's a family here, but I don't see the family. I just see there's, in your environment, you may be looking at like couples that are happy, or looking at people that have been through their storm and they're enjoying the rainbow, the peace on the other side of the storm. You may be jealous of this. You may be watching it happen around you. People hanging out together, people having fun together. But these people went through a lot of difficulty together to get where they're at. It's not like it was easy. And that's why they're pausing to enjoy the rainbow and not just rushing through it. They're like, whew, let's enjoy this moment, because it took us a lot to get here. So there's this beautiful rainbow, and there's this couple very much enjoying it. And that's sort of, I want to say, the situation, or where we're being held in space. So this could be you. This could be you. You might have a very lovely relationship, a very loving relationship, but something about work isn't moving, or something physically isn't moving. I want to say, like, there's a sense of infertility here, or not like, I'm not diagnosing anything, but like a sense of not being able to make something happen in reality, even though there's like a lot of love and a lot of maturity and a lot of, but it's like something like that, like we're not able to like we're talking about wanting to be successful, wanting to be fruitful. And like the emotional stuff just looks super good, and the emotional connection looks great and happy, but there's something, like there could be money troubles with a couple that's otherwise very happy. There could be work issues with a couple that's already very happy. There could be creation issues. There's creation issues. But the emotional stuff feels very stable here. Your to-do list is Wheel of Fortune. I love this to-do list because it's pretty passive. It's just like, do what you're doing. You might click a gear loose, get something moving, get something going. Especially this one has that Rube Goldberg machine idea to it, where like you put the what is that, marble? You put the marble, you know, on a little plank, and then it starts this whole thing. And then at the end, there's like, you know, it opens the, I want to say I've never seen a Rube Goldberg machine like this, but it opens the crate for the dog, right? And then the dog comes out. So take a risk, take a chance, play your numbers. Wheel of Fortune. This is just like she's got a clock here. It's just the timing just isn't right. There's not a lot to do. I want to say like check your timing, or it's just a timing issue, but the time comes, and then the gears start moving. But just like, this is a little bit of wait for the time to come. Like, I want to say you've already like done something, and it's just a matter of like some sort of turn was done, something was done, and it's just a matter of like that energy has to go through all of these, that, you know, shift in energies has to go through all of this. And it's just a process. I'm almost getting like Temperance card vibes of like, it's just a process that has to happen. There might be timing issues. It could just be bad luck, good luck, just luck. But your luck may be changing, a change in luck, a change in your situation. But it's completely out of your hands. You may have done something, you'll never know what it is. But there's always a card of good luck. The Wheel of Fortune, sometimes I want to say like, but it's just a shift in luck. But this is typically a card of good luck. Why am I resisting the idea of saying it's bad luck? Is that because it's true, or is that because I don't like it? I don't want my viewers to have bad luck. Anyway, things outside of your control, and maybe at some point you did something or something, you know, there was a small movement, but it has to work through all these wheels. And a lot of it you don't even know about, behind the scenes stuff you're not even aware of. But it's typically a very good luck thing, and there's a sense of timing, the heart. I do want to say these all look like pentacles that have to get moving. There's an alignment of the heart and the time, and these things line up. Because all of this is about alignment. All of this is about things being in the right place at the right time, about things meshing together, and the wheels just hitting each other at just the right place. There's a lot of moving parts here, and there's a lot that has to go on, and most of it, almost all of it, is out of your control. I think that message is actually coming through a lot, is like things outside of our control, timing things. It almost looks like planets coming together. Things just have to align, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So where we're going, possible outcome, there could be some Five of Cups. It is about grief. It is about sadness. It is about processing loss. Losses that have already occurred and processing them. Here we have 3 losses. We have 2, though, that we still have. We have possibilities still. Processing this loss will allow us to embrace our future and embrace what we do have and embrace what we do have a lot better. So, but there is a sense of having a grief process. And what I find really interesting is somehow this good fortune, this change in luck, might even open up a frozen grief process. Like when something finally happens, when you do have something, it may pull focus to all the times you didn't get what you want. Don't be stuck there, obviously, because you've got like cool new stuff coming in. So you want to eventually focus on that. But again, focus isn't something we can just snap. Focus on that. There is a grief process. Grief is legitimate. Grief is real. We don't want to get stuck there, but there is a lot of flow here. But there might be something, if something good happens with a change in luck, it might highlight for a minute or two all the times it didn't work out, and put you back there and make you worried about those. Could like have you feeling that. I almost want to say like there's a sense of twins, or there's a sense of like, right, these 2 things that you want to be juggling. You want to be juggling 2 things. You want to be juggling your work-life balance. You want to be juggling something, right? And here they are, but there could be something triggering about getting something that you want, which puts you in a grief process, I would say for a period. But don't stay there, right? We're not gonna like, oh, this new thing comes. Now that's reminding me of all the times I lost things and the things didn't show up and I was abandoned and betrayed. So don't let, something, a good thing happen, trigger. It's so funny how that can happen though. Trigger memories of that good thing not happening. All right. We have Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. I also feel like this has like be focused, be clear, be persistent. Do not give up. Be fearless and bold. I just want to say too, there's like 2 feathers on this one, and there's 2 feathers on Buffalo Spirit as well. That seems significant here. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, but the 5 of Cups is talking about 3 losses and 2 gains. So you may be gaining 2 things. Like here you were cultivating one thing. So, and Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Yeah, I think you're being fearless and bold, and the abundant universe will provide. That's a lot of what's going on here. There's something you don't have to do anything about. So, I really love this buffalo, bison. Buffalo, it's a bison, man. All right, well, I hope that that was helpful for you, Sagittarius. I love doing Sagittarius readings. They're, I don't know, I always do. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Oh yeah, that's right, and join me over on Vimeo. We're gonna throw some coins and do an I Ching probability reading. So I hope you can join me over there. Link should be in the description box. I hope I don't forget to put it there. Ciao.